Hey, so what's going on, guys? It's Ray from BinaryNetwork.us. In this video, I'm gonna go over a topic that I brought up actually a couple days ago. Today is July 17th, 2015. Um, just the other day, I actually brought up a topic because we're doing this whole past week. Today's Friday, so this whole past week we used Investing.com's trend indicator instead of the Alex indicator or any other trend indicator out there. And we had a very successful week. Of course, we're going to continue with the next week and see how the pattern goes. Then, but as far as this week, we had some amazing results. I mean, Nadex about 80-90% wins. And Forex, we didn't lose any. And I'm talking about we just do daily trades. And, many of you guys know that I'm a long-term trader. I love trading, long term. I'm talking about maybe 12 hours to 24 hours, and around that range. That's my type of trading there. Now, as far as Nadex wise, there is room for improvement in Nadex. And reason why is because we're doing the whole thing is finding the expiration. It's a lot easier to do forex rather than Nadex because the whole fact that you don't have expiration. I mean, of course you have leverage, and you got things you gotta work with in forex. So you don't blow your account. You can't just let it go completely against you for a long time. As far as and as with Nadex, you have expirations which go against you as well, because you're hoping to hit your goal in your contract within a certain amount of hours. And thing I was doing was I was doing 12-hour contracts, and they were either hitting really soon, or um, it was going too slow, and it wouldn't hit, or it was fluctuating its way really slowly, and so on. But since we've increased more time in our contracts, things have been going really smooth, and we've been doing the forex trading with our Nadex in the same time, and just keeping it limited to like two pairs, and that way we can concentrate more on two pairs. But the best thing about this, though, about using investing.com's technical, here we go, analysis summary, um, is that our time was cut in half. Our trading time was nearly like cut in half, pretty much. We don't even trade that long. Like, it takes us probably a couple minutes to confirm our trade, and then jump in and go ahead and take the right trade and jump in, and that's pretty much it. As far as using just our MT4, which we still of course use our signals, our MT30s and LT24s, ST1. We still use those signals for our entry point. Now, as far as the confirmation point, that's what I'm speaking of. Is instead of sitting here waiting for a signal to pop and then confirming with everything else, as far as okay, our ADX, our MACD, our everything else, instead of running step by step confirmation and then looking at our trend indicator, what we do is basically is we find the strongest trends, and then we just go ahead and open up those two charts and wait for our good entry. And doing this, it's just very easy. It's simple, and I'm going to show you the way I did it, and the reason why I believe it's a lot more accurate than the any indicator, or not indicator, any trend indicator out there, because trend indicators are they vary. You need to know the concept behind it. Of course, we have different settings on our trend indicator to tailor to our type of trading, which, as you can see, we have in our moving average, 1 through 5, we have 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. Now, by default, I believe it's 5, 8, 10, and some other numbers, but they're very small numbers, and those by default. The default settings is actually a lot easier for short-term traders because you have so much splashing around going on. You got so much fluctuation going on when you're doing shorter trades that you want to have those shorter moving average settings. Now, as far as your TF1 through 3, that's also going to be different. Right here you can see I have the 240, the 1440 minutes, the 10,080 minutes. So basically my 4 hours, my daily chart, or my daily setting, and my weekly setting. Now, if you're going to do short-term trades, and they have to be shorter, obviously you want to set them to what, 5, 15, and 30, or whatever you're doing, depending on your type of trades. Now, the whole thing is with trading is learning everything, practicing everything, and pretty much developing your own type of trading system. And that's going to happen eventually down the road, the more you practice, or the more you trade. And that's pretty much what we developed here, as far as trading wise within the binary network. Basically, we have been testing different types of confirmation. Okay, our indicators are ST1, MT30, and the LT24. They're going to do their job. They're going to do exactly what they're supposed to do. When settings are met, they're going to click, and it's going to show you, hey, all right, it's going down, or hey, it's going up. Now, what we cannot do with, or what those indicators, with the actual signal indicators, what they cannot do is actually confirm the long-term trades within all these weeks or days or whatever. That's something that we have to do. So signals and any indicators out there, or they do about 50-60% of the work, and we have to do the rest on confirmation. Because if not, you would just be taking all types of trades, and then all things can happen. Now, the way that we traded this past week was just awesome, because the way that we traded was just it was just so fast, so simple. And instead of having our MT4 open with several charts open, we just simply went to our technical analysis summary here, which is right here, technical summary, and we customized to what we wanted. Okay, this is the type of trades I like doing. I like my hourly, my 5 hours, my daily, and my weekly. All of these pairs are in Nadex, and of course in Forex. So it's perfect. So we're going to stick to Nadex pairs, and then we're just going to use the same pairs and copy it into Forex. So it works for me. This is the way we customized it, and obviously we have our own account here, which is free at investing.com. Now, the way I like doing this is I like opening it up to hourly, 5 hours, daily, weekly, and then I look for my strong trends right here. Okay, which ones match all across the board? And when they match across the board like this, today's Friday, so obviously I wouldn't take these signals too well because the market is not moving at the moment. But however, just for the sake of this video, I'm going to explain to you what a strong trend is, and obviously, investing.com uses several moving averages and a couple indicators, and then the CCIs and the RSIs. They use several indicators to actually come up with these summaries, as far as for the hourly and the 5 hours and so on. As you can see on the top, it shows moving averages, indicators, and it pretty much sums it up and gives you a basic overview of what's going on. Now, I have been taking notes for weeks. Okay, so I have a whole binder full of the daily history of what's been going on every day, so I can actually confirm with the previous day, or the following, or maybe 3 days ago, and I could see where the movement has been going. I mean, although you cannot predict the future, and we do not know where the movement's going to go, because it's the way market is. Because if it wasn't like that, everybody would be millionaires, obviously. So we cannot predict the future. However, we can use the past in order to kind of see what's going on, or to at least compare it, to have some type of similarity of what's gonna happen, to what already happened. If I didn't lose you by with that, and basically, that's the reason why I like to go a little bit behind, as far as hours and so on, and that's the reason why I have information from yesterday, the day before, and so on. These are things you don't have to do, of course, but this is going to save you plenty of time. Okay, coming over here, fixing your hourly, 5 hours daily, weekly, or actually if you like doing a short-term trade, then you could actually customize it and make it maybe 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 and 30 minutes across, and then just trade on those pairs. Or if you like doing midterm trades, maybe say like 4 hours or something like that, then you could as well do 30 minutes hourly, 5 hours daily, and so on. Just keep messing with it. Find your settings, your perfect settings, and go with it. Um, you can check our forum, our binary network forum, and see what kind of settings people are using, or everybody's gonna find their own perfect settings eventually. For me, for long-term trades, I like using my hourly, my 5 hours daily, weekly. For my short-term trades, when I mess around with the 15-minute trades, I like using my 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 and 30, because it's just obvious, because I'm doing short-term trades, so I'm doing little short trades, and then I would use my ST1 for a perfect entry. Now, in this case, for example, Euro USD and USD JPY, strong right across the board, all across the board. So this is showing me a lot of things. This is giving me a lot of. This is going to be a very it's going to take out a lot of stress from my trades, because now I know we're moving downwards for the week, we're moving downwards for the day, we're moving downwards for 5 hours and 1 hour. So as far as a hard reversal, a big time hard reversal, I'm talking about like weekly reversal to just continue going the opposite direction and go crazy, like a crazy reverse, that happens, but it does not happen as often. You know what I mean? So therefore, I'm sticking with in between my trades. I'm sticking with my daily, pretty much. I do my trades about 10 p.m. If you guys seen the signals that I post for the members, these are the trades I take, from 10 p.m., 11 p.m., and when it's very quiet, and I find my perfect pairs. And then I take it, go to sleep. By the time I wake up, I'm either in the money or getting there, and then I usually finish, in that day. So I have my hourly, which is helping me out, with my entry, and I have my weekly, which is helping me out with the long term. So therefore, I'm actually following the long term trend. Now, the way I would do it here is, in this case, I would stick with Euro USD and then Euro JPY, and of course, you would go to economic calendar and then read what's going on. Is there going to be any effect to those two pairs that you have? You need to make sure you either avoid it or go with or take advantage of the news. Look at the forecast. If it's going to be good for currency, it's going to be bad for currency, and so on. So if you wanted, if you're going to go with if you're going to go through some news, make sure you're either taking advantage of it and using the news in your favor, or you're avoiding it completely. And it's very simple. It's very, very simple, guys. As soon as you just stick with two pairs or one pair, you'll notice it's a lot easier to confirm your news, and you'll notice, okay, there's nothing going to involve with euro today, so I'll go ahead and stick with say euro and pound and euro, or whatever, because we don't see it. So it's a lot easier to confirm, cuts a lot of time off of our trading. As far as last week, it was perfect. Now, in this case, I would take Euro USD, USD JPYs in just saying that, say there's no news for these two. These are perfect, or there is news and it's going to be in our favor anyway. We'll take these two trades, and then we'll just open up those two charts, period. So we would have Euro USD, and then we'll have another one of USD JPY, and then we're going to go ahead and zoom out to H1 maybe and find a good entry. Or actually, we could use M30 or H1. and then just go ahead and wait for a good signal. And once we get a signal and it's still confirming with all these strong sells or strong buys, then we're good to go. What I like to do is actually did this yesterday, or no, was it yesterday? I did this yesterday, and it worked out perfectly. I went to the M30. I was using the M30 because now I got almost like five types of confirmations going on at one time. Okay, because I'm looking at my I have my weekly, daily, 5 hours, and hourly right here telling me it's all going down. Now, having those four time frames telling me it's going down, and working off a M30 and getting and actually getting a down arrow here is pretty much it's pretty good on my favor, because it's gonna be a good entry, obviously, because obviously we are waiting on the M30 to give us a good entry, and that's of course assuming or confirming that our H1 and all the way to our week one is as strong, buy or sell. Get what I'm saying? So basically, we sat down, had two pairs already set in the charts, and waited for our M30 to give us a signal. When our signal was right, it matched up with all these. We took it, and that was our entry. And of course, sometimes when you do your entries, it's going to fluctuate. So there's no sense in, if you're doing your long-term trades, guys. We already know, you long traders already know there's going to be fluctuations going on. But the whole point of this is to let your fluctuation go to your, or the fluctuation of the market go in your favor. Within time or within a couple hours and so on. Of course, the shorter time frames would be a similar, or shorter trades would be a similar type of style, having your 1 minute 15 or 5 minutes 15, and then your 30 minutes right here in a strong sell. Of course, I would then go to our M1 and wait for a down arrow, and we'll just take it and run with it. So basically, that's the way we've been doing it this week. It's been awesome results, and our time was like seriously cut in half. Like, we really had so much time in our hands, which was awesome. I got to take care of some personal things, and hang out with the family more. And especially if you're doing the long-term trades, guys, you can never go wrong. Well, I mean, I can't say that, it's the market, right? But you cannot following the moving averages and all these things, which investing's already doing for you, is just always the best way to go. Moving average is it's a very good way to trade. Moving average is very important in any type of trading. So therefore, you can't go wrong with actually going with investing and going off all their confirmations and so on. It just cuts off so much time, and you'll see for yourself when you try it out. Of course, this video is for you guys that are having a little bit of trouble with confirming trends, or maybe you just want to increase your winning percent, or you want to try other things. Then this video is for you, so you can try out this kind of method, and this kind of confirmation, so that way you can have less riskier trades with less stress, knowing that you're going with a good trend. And that's how I find my strong trends, basically, is just match it across the board, go on to M30, and then bam, I already have pretty much 5 time frames going at one time, and it takes me couple minutes, and I go to sleep, wake up either in the money or getting there, and then I just get out pretty much. So hope this video helped out, guys. If anything, if you guys are members, make sure you go to our forum page, our binary network members forum, and add your settings, and let's go ahead and let us know how everything's going, your results and so on. And maybe you'll find your own settings that's awesome you want to share. Go ahead and feel free, and hope everything helped out, guys. If you have any other questions, go ahead and leave a question in the forum or in the message board, and I'll talk to you guys later.